With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke will be along too from the sideline. The Warriors with their last game here in Golden State before heading out on the road. Clark, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
Last season they had a very easy time with this club, and of course being East versus West, they only got to face them twice, but I'm sure they wish they had them on the schedule more often.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor for Boston, we've got B. That is one out there with Black Hole. Then there's the Mayor, and it's Slim in at the 2. And pushing it up, here's Boston.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
On defense, the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
6 on the shot clock. It's Curry outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Steve was talking before we got into that little segment there about playing them more, and it was 2 games last year, 2 wins. It's probably a safe assumption they've got a lot of confidence heading into this first meeting, Clark, this year.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, they appear to be at opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of talent, but nothing's ever a sure thing, Kevin. That's why we play the games.
I like that. Good.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Pass to Slim. Out to the right wing. Hunter. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Outside, Green. And Curry, here we go. Count it from 12. Curry's got his first points of the night.
Well, he had that height separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
Slim passes to B. 7-foot shot and another basket for Boston. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Curry dishes to Barnes. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, for a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash money, the easy way.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to cut it against him.
Cash money. I like that, Clark.
And he gets it to go.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Now here's Curry. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Memphis.
And he really competed defensively, too.
How in the world did they let him?
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Right side Curry. Stolen away. And a fast break now for the Celtics.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch.
Blocked.
I don't know if it's just me.
The play was that.
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Warriors trail by 9. Green with a screen for Curry. Over to the wing. Nobody near Barnes. And the Warriors miss again. You talk about Bogut's IQ of the game. Steve, a great passer offensive.
He is. He's one of those guys who has a good feel for the game. He sets good screens. He understands angles. He's got a lot of veteran tricks about him. You know, things that maybe the referees don't catch. So a guy who can really help your team win.
Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
David Lee checked in for Golden State. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. Number 1, the Celtics. Second, the Warriors.
They may have a lot of differences when you compare these teams, but they do have this in common, at least lately. Impressive outside shooting on target.
Here's the Mayor, coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Thompson outside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser, and he can get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well guarded.
And Steve, with Klay, you know not every team thought of him as an elite shooter, or he wouldn't have gone as late as he did in the draft. But with his size, he has incredible range, and that has proved to be a factor in his play.
Yeah, and one thing he's been able to do this last season is find ways to quicken that release. So now he can get that 3 off in the blink of an eye. He's a big, strong kid and doesn't need much room at all to let it fly. So what an incredible weapon to have on offense. How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Here's the Mayor. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle on the contact there.
It had been 6 straight years for the Celtics.
It was the right thing to do, because they are in a good position to build upon youth going forward.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry. Here is Livingston. Lee kicks to Iguodala. The dish to Livingston. Passes it to Green. The tray. 6 to shoot. Can't get it to go. Boston leading by 7. Here's the closer. An 11-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee. Mr. Moves passes to Flash. Here's the closer. Boston, no good that time either. Outside, Green. Dishes it to Barnes. Golden State moving the ball around. Here is Livingston. Kicks it to Barnes. And it's rejected. Here's Flash. Here's the 3. And he gets it to go. Flash has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
But great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Here's Green following the 3-pointer by Boston. Barnes can't get it to go.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
The drive by Green, and that one goes long.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Celtics have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. No good on the free throw. The Warriors making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. The doctor. Checked in for Boston. Little General comes in for the Mayor. He hits the second from the line. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. Doing a good job staying tight on their perimeter shooters is something that he wants his guys to focus on. He knows how much this team can hurt you if you give them too much room on the perimeter, and they're determined not to let that happen in this one, gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line. Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Here's Flash. He has 5. Little General the pass to the Doctor. With the fadeaway. That's good. And the Celtics lead by 13.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, Clark. They haven't gotten many stops here.
Livingston dishes to Green. Holiday sets the pick for Green. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Livingston kicks to Green. 6 to shoot. A second chance effort. Can't capitalize inside. Here's the Doctor. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Celtics out in front. They lead by 13. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
And they set the tone there defensively with their shot blocking. They've been really intimidating down in the paint area.
You know, in the rest of the game, Steve, shooters will be looking around for the shot blockers because of what's happened in this quarter.
Warriors trail by 13. On the court for the Celtics. Cool Hands is out there with the kid. And there's Doc. And then it's Little General. And it's the Doctor in at the center position.
Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. You talked about trust in Steph Curry. It seemed he was able to trust his ankles a bit more last year.
Yeah, that had been a big concern. Repeated ankle sprains. Part of the reason the Warriors were able to sign him to such a bargain extension. But when healthy, clearly an all-star and all-league player. Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Here's Little General. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Martin with the bucket. And the Warriors with possession here. Down by 12. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
Here is Doc following the basket by Stephen Curry. It's stolen by Green. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Curry passes to Bogut. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Bogut's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors.
Now the shots are starting to fall a little bit more than they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, they say it's not how you drive, it's how you arrive in golf. Well, a shaky start can be overcome because now they're starting to heat up.
And that one's good. Doc's got his first basket. And here's Thompson. He's got 9. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Draymond Green. The Celtics also changing it up. B's checked in for the Doctor. Baddest One comes in for Doc. And Black Hole subbed in for Little General. Here's Baddest One. His last outing, he had 18 points.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Warriors trail by 10. Outside Curry. And Holiday has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Here's Black Hole. He's coming off a 28-point game against Milwaukee. That's good. And now a 12-point Celtic lead. Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside Curry. He kicks it to Thompson. From past the arc. That one goes. Thompson's got 14 points.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Early on last year, the Warriors showed that they were going to be a team to make the postseason in the West. Couldn't get the home court advantage, though, in that kind of way.
Yeah, it did. And as dangerous as their team is in the playoffs with the shooting ability they have, it's much better if they could have gotten that extra game at Oracle Arena.
That extra game would matter in the end. Last postseason, the Warriors lost to the Clippers in a back-and-forth Game 7.
The Warriors have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
Well, the Warriors expected and hoped to go farther than the first round of the playoffs, but you have to give them a lot of credit for playing the Clippers as tough as they did, considering they were down multiple centers during that series.
Three-pointer, Martin, good on the shot. Martin's got his second basket of the night.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Outside Curry. Oh, that's blocked.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Bogut, that's good.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Here's Cool Hands. An 11-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee. And he banks in the layup. And that's now 9 points for Black Hole.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Klay Thompson is already an elite shooter, but he isn't done yet. He wants to be a complete off guard. He said, I'm trying to attack more. Everyone knows my jumper is the base of my game, but to be an all-star caliber player one day, I have to finish at the rim. I have to dunk more, show people I can jump. Guys?
He keeps adding layers to his game. Thank you, Doris. It's Curry with the drive, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, you're in good company. Last season, Kevin Durant Clark gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land. But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
Now, here's Thompson. 16 points for him.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts. And the complexion of the game as a result may change.
And the Warriors with some changes. Lee comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here's the mayor. Celtics passing it around. The pass to Slim. Here's Black Hole. He's covered by Thompson. And the shot is good. That's 12 points for Black Hole.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Goes up on the wing. The shot is off. Now Boston takes it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from Lee.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Hunter, the pass to Black Hole. Here is Slim, the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
Livingston takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, their offense has really come alive. Can they come back and even it up? That's the question.
From 11 feet away. And yes, sir, that one drops. 8 points for baddest one.
And that's an...
The feed to Livingston. Pass to Lee. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Black Hole. 12 points for him. Pass to baddest one. Over to the wing. Here's Black Hole. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now an 11-point Celtic lead.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Now here's Barnes. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the score by Golden State.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Here is Livingston. Thompson right side. Feeds it to Barnes. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Celtics leading by 9.
You know, a lot of people thought and assumed that when the Celtics traded Pierce and KG, they just took salary in return. But, you know, the guys they got proved to be valuable mentors for the youngsters on that team.
Baddest one passes to Hunter. Here's Black Hole. And again, Boston with the triple.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Livingston dishes to Lee. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. 8 points for David Lee.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Slim passes to Hunter. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Here's Black Hole. And again, it's Boston converting.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Warriors trail by 12. Livingston kicks to Barnes. And Holiday has it in the corner. To the wing right side. Ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score. So that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it comes off the front of the rim.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
That is good.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Celtics lead by 15. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, here with Stephen Curry. And Steph, you've had to deal with a lot of defensive pressure. What do you need to do to counteract that?
I just got to slow down. I mean, they're playing good defense, trying to trap the ball screens and take on the three-point line. But, you know, just got to be aggressive, keep getting shots up, making the right plays, and they'll turn around.
Steph, thank you so much. Kevin, it's not easy in the NBA.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports. getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Really an incredible game from Black Hole.
Wow, the threes have just been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Could not have been a more productive day for him from long range.
Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. And it's Bogut in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here is Slim. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Here's Green. Good. Green's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Warriors.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done. Last season, Andrew Bogut was able to say that he was the healthiest he's been in years. And that might not seem like much, but it makes a huge difference for him to be at full strength.
Here's B. And that one comes up a bit short. And for the Warriors, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Barnes and blocked. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch him, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris.
And with Bogut feeling 100%, he had so many injuries over the years leading up to last season that it was hard for him to really find himself once again. But when he's 100%, he's really a force in the middle.
Now, here's Curry. He's got 7 and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And with Bogut, as you said, I think people forget just how impactful he can be when healthy. Everyone knows that he's an amazing defender, and he's one of the top centers in the league when he's healthy.
To have a legitimate 7-footer who can move and pass the ball as well as Bogut does, that does wonders for a team at both ends of the floor. It's been a solid outing for Curry. 9 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, good numbers, and that's been important for his team. They needed some points. He's provided some easy ones at the foul line, so he's making an impact here.
Here is Slim. He has 6. Shot clock at 5. And he gets it to go. The Mayor's got 5 points so far.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Timeout called the Warriors.
The Warriors, a team with big ambition, from their plans for a new arena to a highly successful D-League team in Santa Cruz. This is a team on the rise.
Boston making some changes. The doctors checked in for B. Mr. Move comes in for baddest one. And Martin subbed in for Black Hole. Martin. Barnes sets a screen for Curry. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter. And the Warriors not just looking to expand locally, but internationally as well, hoping to become the gateway team to China.
Yeah, much of the Bay Area's population and the Warriors fan base, most folks are of Asian descent. The Warriors unveiled a special Chinese New Year jersey. Nod to some of their fans here in abroad. Pretty smart marketing work by the Warriors.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got 13 points.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Barnes against Martin. There's the block. Now here's Curry. 13 points in the game. He feeds it to Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. Boston leading by 9. Pass to Slim. Fires from deep. And that's a foul called in the dot. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
In the paint, dominate. They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Now here's Curry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Barnes against Martin. On the wing, Thompson. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the bucket. Thompson's got 21 in the game.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group. He's checked in for the doctor. Black Hole comes in for Mr. Moves. The closer's checked in for Slim. And Cool Hands subbed in for the man. Here's Cool Hands. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Martin wide open. He fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Celtics lead by 14. The Warriors have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Snatched away. One-on-one fast break. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflate.
Oh,
look out.
Wow. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guy. On the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
Poked away, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And the Warriors with some changes. David Lee checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
David Lee. Andre Iguodala. Sean Livingston.
Dishes to Thompson. Lee kicks to Green. Back to Lee. Clock at 6. To stop the run. The layup off target.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game. Klay Thompson 6'7" and able to defend 3 different positions on a given night. In fact, he's often assigned the job of covering point guards. Did that in the playoffs against Chris Paul. Does a nice job of moving his feet and using his length to recover.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. Here's the closer. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And the shot is good. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
Timeout called the Warriors. And for Klay, a pretty versatile defender. He can struggle against stronger players, though.
Yeah, and that's part of it when you're a young player. Very few NBA players. With his work ethic, though, he'll get the strength he needs.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He told his guys to make sure they keep the pace fast, to get out and run each and every chance they get. He also urged them to drive the lane aggressively on offense, saying they won't be able to handle us if we can get bodies to the basket each and every time down the court. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Boston leading by 20. Out to the right wing. Celtics passing it around. The pass to Cool Hands. Here's Black Hole. He's covered by Iguodala. It's rebounded by Livingston.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
It's Martin on the wing. 11 points in the game. Pass to the closer. Here's Black Hole from the low block, and he gets it to go. Black Hole's got 23.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Trying to get back on track, and that one hits back iron.
And they needed that hoop to try to stop this run.
And they just seem to keep coming up empty. They've got to slow it down and get a good shot. He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
And that one's good. 23 points in the game.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Here's the closer. He's covered by Iguodala.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. Find a gap in the defense and attack that rim with force.
He is so good at doing just that.
Maybe as good as anybody. Just so athletic and strong.
Livingston kicks to Lee. Livingston dishes to Lee. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. 10 points for David Lee. Boston leading by 20. Here's the screen. Passes it to Cool Hands. Here's Black Hole. Guarded by Green. Good. 25 points for Black Hole.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
You know, they can't afford to be playing so loose like that right now.
Exactly. I mean, this is when they need to tighten things up, firm things up, be more focused, not the other way around.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Baddest one's checked in for Black Hole. Little General comes in for the Kid. And Flash is subbed in for Cool Hands. The closer passes to Flash. Here's Baddest one. Gets it off. No good on that last second attempt there. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Celtics out in front, running away with it. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly. He set up that alley-oop.
Boston leading by 22. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Baddest one out there with B. And then it's Little General. Then there's Slim. Then it's Flash in at the 1.
For a long time now, the Western Conference has been the deeper conference. It's the top 5 or 6 teams and legitimate title hopes. But last year for the East, it was especially down, and it was really viewed as a 2-team conference.
The 2 teams out east that people were talking about, of course, were the Miami Heat and the Indiana Pacers. But it was so bad where teams out west were joking, Clark, about how they could get moved to the Eastern Conference because they'd fare better.
Well, yeah, the Blazers media team joked about that at the expense of the Eastern Conference, but they did have a bit of a point. A lot of very good teams out west, no denying that, who didn't make the playoffs and could have not only been playoff teams in the East, but maybe would have been able to grab a home court advantage. I think the Suns at 48 wins would have probably been a top 4 seed in the East.
You're right.
Yeah, and he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve. The quick trigger, any hesitation, and that shot gets blocked.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, when you join a team like the Warriors with the shooters they have, you're bound to have some of that magic rub off on you. And that was the case for Iguodala last season, especially early on.
And with Iguodala in his threes, he said that he actually did hit up the Splash Brothers for some pointers on how to be more efficient from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and you know, he tied for his second best season from beyond the arc. Scary to think how quickly he was able to buff up that perimeter shot of his, and we know everything else he does is top-notch.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. The doctor's checked in for B. Mr. Move comes in for baddest one, and it's Doc in for Slim. And Iguodala drops them both. The Warriors, guys, with the acquisition of Andre Iguodala, possesses one of the elite starting fives, I think, in the NBA.
Yeah, and the numbers prove that, Kevin. Their starting five was right there near the top of the league in terms of efficiency. And, you know, the big thing is just getting the bench more involved and trying to get more continuity with that second unit.
From 7, yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Iguodala's got 4 points this quarter. Celtics leading by 22. And there's the pass to Little General. Here's the doctor. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Well, it's plays like that. Hustle plays on the glass and then staying with it, being active, it really caused some problems for that defense.
Intercepted. And pushing it up. Here's Boston.
You know, the instant that steal was made, they were off and running the other way.
Ball pressure, then a run out, Steve. That's perfection to me.
Now here's Curry. He's tightly guarded. Kicks it to Holiday. They set the pick. The shot misses. And it's Boston the other way.
And I think, you know, last season, Warriors coaching staff tried to play the starters together to help develop their chemistry. But when the bench platoon went in, the other team typically took advantage and made a big run. So as the season wore on, the coaching staff went to a more blended lineup approach in an effort to keep more scoring on the floor.
It's Curry with the drive. That's blocked. Here is Doc. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's Little General. And again, it's Boston converting.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter.
And the Warriors also making some moves to get more offense off the bench. Very resourceful front office. And they knew that was a priority.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for the Warriors. Boston also with the sub. Cool Hands checked in for Flash. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Outside Holiday. He kicks it to Rush. Well, guys, the D-League, a test bed for ideas that might, make their way to the NBA. And one thing we've seen there is a mission to get games down to 2 hours in length. They really want to shorten the length of these games.
Well, they've banned consecutive timeouts. They've reduced their number overall. The idea is to hold viewers' attention. And provide time certainty for the broadcasters.
11 feet away. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Remains Golden State ball. 16 seconds on the shot clock. 16.
Curry kicks to Rush. Just 5 on the clock. And Holiday, here we go.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
1 second on the shot clock. 1.
It's Curry outside. The kick out to Holiday. Now the feed to Rush. Holiday dishes to Ezeli. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. The Celtics have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. From deep. And that one's good. And it's 7 points for cool hands.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Curry wide open. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's cool hands.
Well, the league's so focused on creating parity with the luxury tax and revenue sharing, but I think the max contract limits encourage stars to team up. If you allow the true superstars to command a larger share of the cap, I think they'd be more likely to spread out.
This is really ugly, guys. I mean, he can't get anything to go.
Here's Little General. Doc the pass to the Doctor. Gets himself open and drills it. The Doctor's got 8 here in the quarter. Well, when you talk, Clark, about superstar contracts, it's estimated that LeBron James is worth 4 times more than he makes in player salary.
I don't find that hard to believe. I mean, he's one of the biggest stars in all of sports when you think about the magnitude of his celebrity. But you don't need to increase max salaries to that level. Right now, vets are limited to about 1/3 of the cap. You boosted it to 40 or 50%. I think most star players would look for their own teams to carry.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Second half for them, they have not taken good care of the ball. First half they did a pretty nice job, but it's gotten away from them here a little bit.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. He dishes it to Holiday. There's the screen. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Throws it up high.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Livingston kicks to McAdoo. From beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
You know, every team in the league loves to have good size in the middle, but it does seem like the league is getting tougher for big men. You know, help defenses now, the allowance of zone defenses, you can sort of load up on players. It can inhibit a big man's ability to attack because you can see double teaming even before he's gotten the ball. But it's made for great strategy, and I really like the new rules.
Here's the Mayor charity stripe shot, and again it's Boston converting. Here is Livingston. Pass to Rush. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Rush.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Boston shooting so well, 63%, the offense working as one cohesive unit. Pass to Slim. There's the triple. The rebound by Ezeli. The Warriors shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Right side Holiday. Feeds it to Rush. Here is Livingston, right wing, down to 5 on the shot clock. 18 feet out, and he recovers it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Not quite getting the second chance points that they did in the first half.
And some changes here for the Celtics. The doctor's checked in for the baddest one. Doc comes in for Black Hole, and it's Little General in for Slim.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Black Hole. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him.
Cool Hands checked in for the Mayor.
Yeah, disappointing trip to the line, even though it was just one miss. Now is not the time to be missing free throws.
Here's Cool Hands. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Livingston, that's good.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Boston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Passes it to Little General. It's Martin on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Takes the 3. And it's Martin missing. Now Rush. He feeds it to Livingston. And the pass to McAdoo. Shot denied. They get it back. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Black Hole.